Hello, hello, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all. And a very special happy birthday to me. Today is January 1 of 2025. It's my birthday, and I am so excited to be here setting off this wonderful series called New Year, New You. You guys, I want to introduce who I am really quick. I am Brittnee Wilder. I am a wealth and wellness energy healer, and I help ambitious women get their energy in alignment to receive their wealth, their wellness, and their weight loss goals. So excited to be here and to just talk about a few different things and ways that I was able to drop 92 pounds in 10 months and gain great energy and be in a space of true happiness. So I want to start off really quick, just seeing who's in the room. I know you guys have already talked about where you're from and your city and state. I am originally from Tacoma, Washington. So the good, great evergreen state of Washington is where I am originally from. I currently reside right now in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And I just want to ask you a question really quick. If anybody here has ever attempted to do a weight or wellness resolution, New Year's resolution, okay? We're talking about resolutions. If you've ever said, hey, this year I'm going to drop 20 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever the case may be. If that is you, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. Listen, if I was on the other side with you guys, I'd be putting a whole bunch of ones. It'd be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Because wealth, wellness, weight loss has honestly been something that I have dealt with. I have had challenges with for years and years and years up until a few years ago when I feel like I cracked the code, right? So honestly, I'd be putting those ones in the chat if that's you. If you're like, hey, I came into 2025 wanting to get my weight gone, 20 pounds, 15 pounds. I want to look good. I want to feel even better. Whatever the case may be, go ahead and put a one in the chat if that's you. Awesome. I see those ones coming in. Amazing, amazing. Yes. So I see that I have my tribe here. Amazing. Love it. Did you know that 44% of women attempt a New Year's resolution at weight loss each and every year? 44% of women. 44% of women. So that tells me that there's a commonality here when it comes down to our wellness and when it comes down to our weight loss, and that we're all in sync because we want to feel better. We want to look better and all the above, right? We want that energy up. We want to drop that 10, 15 pounds. We want to feel and look our best. So that's something that we have as a commonality. Now, today, if I give you three tips on how you can achieve that weight loss wellness goal. Do you think that would be valuable to you today? If you think that would be valuable to you today, go ahead and put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. If that's me, hey, that's me, Brittnee. I would love to hear some tips. I would love to hear 3 different things that I can do to start today on January 1st, 2025 to become that person that I want to be, to have that figure that I want to have, to feel and look my best. Go ahead and put a one in the chat if that is you. That's you. Go ahead and put a one in the chat, okay? If you're like, hey, that's me, I'm ready to do it. I would love to learn some tips and tricks. Just three tips and tricks today. That's what I'm going to share with you. So I really wanted to start off quick and give you a little bit of a background story of who I am and why I'm so passionate about wellness and wealth and just the energy that we carry around that, because it all works together. And that's what I've learned, okay? I've learned that our mental, our emotional, and our spiritual weight all works together. It all works together. Mind, body, and spirit all together, right? And so that's why I stepped into the arena that I'm in, being a wellness and wealth energy healer, okay? So I have always had an issue with weight since I was younger, all the way up. I think maybe it started when I was a teenager, where I struggled with wanting to be a certain size. I struggled with eating. I struggled with addictions. I struggled with all kinds of different things, food addictions for sure. And it caused me to be in a space where I yo-yoed up and down, up and down, up and down, right? That's how it started out. Well, years down the road, I got married, then I had a baby, and then I started recognizing that as you have a baby, things change, your body changes, your hormones change, all kinds of things change. And what you used to do to lose weight is no longer what happens this time around, right? After you have a baby, after you get older, your body is constantly changing. And so I started noticing that after I had my baby, I was struggling with losing weight, you guys. The things I used to do, I could just, eat my little small little breakfast and drink my water and weight would just fly off. Yeah, right. After I had my baby, I struggled. And I didn't recognize that it had a lot to do with my environment and what was going on. I had a lot of stress going on. I had a lot of different things going on in my marriage, in my environment, my job, so many different things that caused this part up here to be overworked and overwhelmed. And that caused my heart space to also be overwhelmed and overworked, and causing me to just simply hold on to the weight. Because when we are not at peace, when we're not calm, when we're not allowing things to just easily flow off of us and roll off our backs, well, then we start to hold on to things. And those things that are mental and emotional and the things that are in our spirit that we are spiritually holding on to, well, they become our physical weight and we manifest it in the physical. So I'm going to start off with giving you guys those 3 tips now, okay? All right, here we go. We're moving into number one, tip number one, you guys. Tip number one, if you're ready for tip number one, go ahead and put some ones in the chat for tip number one. Okay, here we go. Tip number one is recognize the weight you carry. You have some weight. I have some weight, some things that we're carrying on to. But we have to become aware of the weight, aware of the weight. There's one important quote to me when it comes down to this concept, when it comes down to recognizing the weight that we carry. And it goes like this: I cannot address the things that I am unaware of. Self-awareness is the first step to transformation. So what does that mean? That means that if I do not address what's going on up here in my mental and my emotional, or what's going on in here in my heart space and in my spiritual energy, then there's no way that I can move forward and actually achieve the things that I want to achieve, because I have to be self-aware of what's happening. And a lot of the times we're not self-aware because we don't take that time to ourselves. So that's what happens, you guys. We got to be able and be willing to take that time to ourselves to even know and become aware of what's going on so that we can address it, so that we can recognize the weight that we carry, right? I want to tell you guys really quick about a story about a woman who went to school, got all the degrees, did it very well, moved out to a new state, got married, had a baby, got the house, the cars, the career, did all of those amazing things that society tells us to do. And she was miserable. Miserable. And after all of the things that she achieved and all the things that she went through, she was about 80 pounds bigger than what she started out with. That woman is me. You guys, listen, I thought that I had it all. I did it all. And at the end of it, there wasn't happiness, because I recognized that happiness is an inside job. It took me a little while to get there, right? I believed in what society tells us to do, to go and get married and have the babies and do all the things. And that's amazing. I'm not knocking that at all. But we have to be okay with what's going on inside of ourselves. I wasn't addressing the things that I was dealing with in my mental and my emotional and my heart space. I was just doing. And so when you do and you're unaware, it's hard to find happiness. But when you're aware of what's going on and you address those issues, well, that's when the happiness started to come for me. That's when the weight started to fall off. And it seemed like I didn't notice that until after the fact, right? So I don't know who that story is for, but listen, if that is you and you're just doing the things and you're not becoming self-aware, this is the time to become self-aware in 2025. That's the thing that you want to do, is become self-aware so you can be willing and understand what's going on in that emotional space, what's going on in that spiritual space, so that you can address those things and so that you can be at your happiest, right? That's what we want, is happiness. So, did you know that unaddressed trauma, hurt, pain, anything from our past, whether it be issues with our moms, our dads, issues with our families, issues with an old significant other, a lover, issues with our sibling, whatever the case may be, issues at work, anything that you have not addressed from the past that has caused some form of negative emotion, that has caused some form of dis-ease in your life, can cause disease. It's linked to disease. tons of different things like cancer, lung disease, whether it be suicide, addictions, diabetes. It's all linked to dis-ease in the body, which is disease. That's simply what disease is, you guys. It's when your body is feeling dis-ease, whether it be because of the different emotions that we dealt with, the different things that we've dealt with in our past that we haven't fully addressed. We haven't fully walked that thing out. We haven't fully processed it. And because it hasn't fully been processed, it's causing dis-ease in our bodies. And that's what causes disease. So I wanted to share that with you because it goes along and ties in with our tip of becoming aware and recognizing the weight that we carry. We got to recognize these things in order to deal with these things. The last thing that I want to do with you, whether you are on this live and you're watching it and you're here with me, or whether you are watching it in the replay, I want you to say something with me because we're making a declaration right here, right now, that we are walking into 2025 anew, different. We're walking into 2025 and we're making a declaration right now to say that we're going to do it. We're going to release the things that no longer serve us. So here we go. You ready? I want you to repeat after me. I choose to release all the things that no longer serve me, in this new year. I choose to release all the things that no longer serve me in this new year. What does that mean? If it's a job that I'm having issues with and I'm having so much stress, I'm letting it go. If it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, I'm letting it go. I'm choosing to release the things. If it's a house, I'm letting it go. If it's a car that keeps bothering me over and over again, it's broken. Every time I turn around, I can't get it fixed. I'm choosing to let it go. Okay? That's what we're doing. We're walking into 2025. We're releasing those emotions. We're releasing all of those different things to get that dis-ease out of our body so that we can live a life that is worth living. All right. Moving into number 2, tip number 2. If you're ready for number 2, put some 2s in the chat because I'm excited. I'm ready for it. Number 2 is simply release and heal the power of letting go. It's powerful. Letting go is powerful. So number 2, that's number 2, release and heal. I see those 2s in the chat. Awesome. Okay. So I want to give you guys an idea really quick. I want you to think about something. So it's winter here, right? We're in January. It's cold. Many of us got our first down jackets on. We put our jackets on. It's freezing outside when we go outside, right? It is absolutely cold. We have to have a big jacket right now. If you're in Atlanta, it's freezing. I don't even know what this is right now. But listen, we have that jacket on all winter long, right? It keeps us safe. It keeps us warm. It keeps us just allowing ourselves from going to the car, to the house, right? Keeps us warm. It's nice and heavy and comfortable. And it's just all the things, right? Well, January we have it on. Then February we have it on. And then right at the mid-level, probably mid-end of March, that's when things start to get a little warm, right? So we have this first down jacket. It's heavy. It's starting to get warm in March. And now we're starting to feel a little uncomfortable, right? Now it's like, ooh, it's kind of, I need to go ahead and switch my clothes out, right? I got to switch my clothes, my winter clothes and my spring clothes. I got to switch them out. I got to get my lighter jacket, my track jacket, because this big first down jacket isn't really serving me in this season, right? So now we're moving into a new season. We're moving into a new season where that first down jacket is just no longer fitting us anymore. It's no longer working with what we have going on anymore, right? It's no longer a good fit for this new season. And so just like the things that we have to let go, we got to let go of that jacket, right? Just like we got to take that jacket off and move into a new season and put a new jacket on. You know, it served us in winter. It did perfectly fine. It helped us so much, right? That's the same exact thing when it comes down to our emotions and when it comes down to our hurt and our pain. There's some things that may have served us well. Yeah, you know, maybe denying the things that we had going on or not being fully aware of the things that we had going on. It helped us in one season, but now we're in a new season and now it's time to address the things because we want to lose the weight. We want to look better. We want to feel better. We want our energy back. And so now it's much appropriate for us to take that big old first down jacket off and put on a little something lighter, right? Something that is going to allow us to move freely, something that's going to allow us to be in the sunshine and be able to accept that good old spring energy, okay? Flowers are blooming, things are different, right? Well, that's what's going on inside our lives, is that we're going through these different seasons. But there are certain things that serve us in one season and that no longer serve us in another. And we have to be self-aware and fully available to know exactly what's happening so that we can release the things that we no longer need and that are no longer serving us in this new season. I got another statistic for you that's pretty alarming, but it's very truthful. 90% of people have been through something traumatic. 90% of people have been through something traumatic. That's almost all of us. That's almost all of us. 90% of people have been through something that has been traumatic, whether it be any of the things that you can think of that has been traumatic in your life. 90% of people have gone through something traumatic. And out of those 90, about 30% of the people are actually doing the work to address the things that they went through so that they can heal, deal, move forward, and prosper. Well, then there's also the other 70% that haven't touched it, haven't addressed it, haven't worked through it. We don't even want to think about it. We want to put it in the back of our minds. And there's long-lasting effects that trauma has on our body, on our minds, and on our spirits. So if we are refusing to address, well, then we can only imagine what's going on to our minds, our bodies, and our spirits, right? But if you're part of that 30% and you're working and you're healing and you're doing the things, then it's amazing. You're working towards what's new. You're doing the work, right? You're taking off that jacket and putting on the new jacket and recognizing what serves you in this season and no longer serves you in that season, and you're willing to move and work forward. And kudos to you. Kudos to you for doing that. Being fully aware and moving forward. I love it. So we're going to take a little honesty moment. If you've ever struggled to let go of some emotions, you've ever struggled, and I have definitely been in this space where I've struggled to let go of emotions, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if that's you. If you are maybe you're in a space right now where you're struggling to let go of some things, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Be honest. It's an honesty moment. I would be putting all kinds of 1s in that chat because I struggled all the way up until the last recent years of my life with doing my healing, that I struggled with hanging on to things. And I want to share with you guys a story, my personal story. I was age 16 when my mother told me that the father that I thought was my father growing up was not my biological father. And at that time, we were homeless. We were living in her car, and it was rough. It was rough. I was trying to figure out what being a teenager was, trying to maneuver being at school and being homeless, coming home to not a home at all, going through life just with challenges. And she told me this in the midst of a challenge, and I was angry, I was mad, I was frustrated, and I didn't want anything to do with her or my biological father or anybody. And I held on to that for a very long time, you guys. I held on to that anger, I held on to that pain, I held on to that for a long time, until I got to a place where I was ready to deal with it. And so there are times in our lives where we're not quite ready to deal with it because it's something that is so hurtful or so challenging, and that's okay. But I want you to know that eventually you have to work through it in order to be in a space of happiness. Here I am now at the age of 36, and I have a beautiful relationship with my biological father, with my father that I grew up with as well. My mother passed away, but it allowed me a space to release everything. I was able to release, forgive, and let go of the bitterness and the anger before my mother passed away, to be in a space where we had a really good relationship before she passed away. And that makes me really happy and proud of being able to do the work, because not everybody is willing to do that work. One thing I want to share with you about doing the work and about releasing things is that letting go is not loss. It's liberation. It's liberation. It's freedom. There's so much freedom. We're talking about the power of letting go and releasing. It is liberation. It is true freedom. And you feel an energy behind releasing. It's literally the weight lifted off of your shoulders. So I wanted to share that with you guys. All right. Here we go. Number 3, you guys, our very last tip. Number 3. Go ahead and put some 3s in the chat if you're ready for number 3. Number three is rise into boldness and peace. Rise into boldness and peace. One thing I want to share with you is a fact. It's a fact that if we fail to address and to work through what's going on in our emotional, in our mental, in our spiritual, in our souls, if we fail to address what's going on in those, well, then we will continue to live a life of unfulfillment. We will continue to go through the cycles of trauma. We will continue to go through the cycles of hurt and pain until we do address it, right? One thing I know for a fact is that when it comes down to lessons, if the lesson is not learned and we don't apply what we've learned from it, well, then we'll continue to learn the lesson over and over again in different ways. That saying that they say, I keep dating the same person over and over again with a different name. Yeah, that's part of the lesson, right? And so I know that to be true. And I just want that to be known that if we do not address those things, that we will continue to live a life of unfulfillment. And I don't know about you, but I am far from that. And I know that I deserve better. And if you feel like you deserve better, I want you to put some ones in the chat. If you feel like you are fully worthy of a life that is worth living, put some ones in the chat. Because I'm like you. I'm putting the ones in the chat right here. In my mind, I'm putting the ones in the chat because I am fully worthy of a life that is worth living. Now is that time where you can put an aha moment in the chat. Give me an aha moment. If you have gotten some good information, if you have wrote something down on your pen and pad, something that you're like, oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, that's new. Oh, that's great. Or maybe it's something that you just needed a little refresher on, something that you remember that came up. Go ahead and write that in the chat. Any aha moments, anything that you are like, oh my God, this is good. Good stuff, Britt, good stuff. Go ahead and put that in the chat right now. Your aha moment. While you're writing that aha moment, I want to briefly go over the 3 different things we talked about today, just because it's so important. So the first thing that we talked about was how we are addressing and becoming aware of the weight that we hold. We're becoming aware of the weight in here. We're becoming aware of the weight in here so that we can understand why we're manifesting the weight outside. Okay? It all works together, mind, body, and spirit. The second thing that we talked about is that we are releasing and healing, and that there's so much power in the releasing. That there's so much power in it. There's a weight that is lifted off of your shoulders. And that's why number 3 is we're rising into boldness, into our peace, because we have now released all the things. And so now we can be able to rise into that boldness. We can rise into who we are authentically. Because after you clear out all that trauma, you clear out all that hurt, you clear out all that pain, well, what's left is the real you. And you can just simply be. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up really quick with one quick question. Who on here would like more tips, more tricks, more things that you can do in order to release the things that no longer serve us and release the weight so that we can become our most healthiest self, our most wealthiest self, our most energetic, our happiest self, right? Tips and tricks. Who here wants that? If that's you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. You're like, I need some more tips. I need some more tricks. Brittnee, this has been good information and I want some more of it. Go ahead and put some 1s in the chat. And if you are here on the live, what I want you to do is go over to my website and go ahead and download your free ebook. You guys, this ebook is magnificent. It is the 5 steps of the things that I have done to lose weight. It's 5 steps to lose weight in 30 days. And it has really been the 5 things that I started out with that you can start out with right now in this new year in 2025 to lose the weight that you are carrying, to release the weight that you are carrying, to release the things that no longer serve you. It's the 5 steps that I did to lose weight and to really lose the 92 pounds that I lost, you guys, really implementing those 5 different steps. You can go ahead and get that ebook at www.dropweightin30.com. That's my website. Anybody who is on the live right now, or if you are in the replay, know that I will be reaching out to you. But go ahead and download that wonderful ebook. It's going to get you that head start that you want, that you need, especially my friends, my 44% of the women who are looking to do weight loss and wellness into this new year. That book is going to help you out. I have done everything, you guys, fad diets, all the crazy workouts, all the things. I've done all the things except for weight loss surgery and Ozempic and like all the newer weight loss serums, I guess is what I would call them, because you're like giving yourself shots. I've never tried those things because I simply believe in natural. Natural. So I have done it the natural way all the way up, lost 92 pounds. There's a way to do it naturally, so that your body is, dealing with not any of the, ramifications of that, because I know that there's a lot of different things that happen to your body when you do Ozempic, or there's a lot of different things that happen to your body when you do go and choose to do weight loss surgery that is not always a good thing. So go ahead, get your ebook, Drop Weight in 30.com. I am so happy that I've been able to be here and share with you guys and just give you a little bit of hope that, you can definitely do this at any given time, releasing the things that no longer serve us, giving you guys those tips to do that, and walking into 2025 anew, happy, hopeful, feeling a little less weight down, feeling lighter and rising into your boldness, into your peace, just like I spoke about earlier. So once again, my name is Brittnee Wilder. I am a wealth and wellness energy healer, and I help ambitious women who need to get their energy in alignment so that they can achieve their wealth, their wellness, and their weight loss goals. And I have had such a wonderful time sharing with you guys these 3 different tips that you can use into the 2025 new year in order to release the things that no longer serve us and in order to walk into the things that do. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful new year. And I hope to hear from you and see you soon. Bye-bye.